Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd. Today, we're going to talk about silver and why silver, in my opinion, only my opinion, and I don't see anybody else saying this, I believe it's going to go to $1,000 an ounce. Is that going to be tomorrow? I doubt it very seriously. Could it be this year? That's a possibility. Depends on the world dynamics. I'll leave it at that. So the reason I came on early today, I was scheduled for 7, is because there is a trust. Anne's having her workshop tonight. Let me go pull that up for you guys. You can see what it looks like. All right, this is Anne's trust work group. Or workshop. There are currently 75 members in here, and we just cranked this thing up here just shortly. But here it is, and they are going live tonight at 7 Central. So that's why I came on a little early. So they're going to open about 10 minutes early. If you want to join, just go over to the fearlessfloydshow.com over on, I'm not Fearless Floyd Show. I apologize. The Fearless Floyd Show on Telegram, and just go into my group, ask, we'll join. There's links in there. You can go find them. So that starts at 7. This will be I believe it's a weekly thing that we're doing with Anne. So Anne volunteered to do all this. So I just like, here, take whatever you want. And I've been doing other things. So I'm kind of oblivious to everything, even the website. I haven't even gone and perused the website in detail, but I know there's a couple things that need to be changed. It's just small edits, stuff like that, but no big deal. Oh yeah, let me remove that. And well, come on. And there you go. This is a flash sale that I am doing. And this is for Anne LeFlore's On Trust book, as well as the Specialty Trust book. So it's actually this book right here. You're going to get a soft cover book, or you can get the Specialty Trust book, which is this one. This is actually my proof copy, but you'll get one, a real copy. You can pick one of those up or both, and they're only $1, but it's got to be a U.S. silver dollar. It can be an American Eagle, Peace dollar, Morgan dollar. I'm not accepting Eisenhower dollars, but Peace, Morgan, American Eagle, just $1. We'll get you a softcover book. Email me at thefearlessfloydshow@yahoo.com. We'll make arrangements. I'll send you the address. If you don't know the address, just go down and to my website, fearlessfloydshow.com. And my phone number's in there. My address is in there. Everything is in there. Just go hit it up, check it out. And it's only for a limited time only until I run out of these books. I have about, a couple dozen in stock. And I'd like to deplete that inventory so I can order the new books that Anne is publishing so rapidly. If you haven't kept up with that, I think we're at 15 books now that we have published. So the next one coming out will be Introduction to Trusts. So for all those people that need an entryway into trust, and you're just overwhelmed by looking at everything that Anne has written and we offered, there you go. So you'll be able to handle that. So again, 35 minutes. We have Anne's workshop coming up. There we go. And I can remove that. And I don't need that. All right. I'm ready to roll. All right. Historically, we got to go way back in time. Back when precious metals were a commodity, a commodity, currency commodity. Uh, when precious metals were a commodity, they were a source of currency. And you've heard pieces of 8, pieces of silver, etc., etc. Well, way back in the game, silver really wasn't used for an industrial utility. Yes, they made flatware, they made serviceware out of silver and sterling silver, but as far as it being used in industry, like there were no cars, there were no solar panels, there were no circuit boards. So it was mainly just used for currency. And the kind of historical rate was 15, 16 to 1, which means it took 15 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. Well, times have changed, folks. Silver's not used in currency anymore, but it is used in industry very heavily, more so than it is, I would say, as a commodity for currency, because mostly silver now is not in your coinage. It's sold more as a commemorative, like the Chinese panda, the American eagle, the Canadian maple leaf, the African krugerrand, and on and on. Or is that Australia? Australia, sorry. Uh, so it's my opinion that because of the industrial uses of silver, and there's really no substitute for silver. Gold, but that's way too out of reach. A Tomahawk missile would, instead of costing $1 million per, it'd probably cost $1 billion per missile. So, like they say, if you charged $100 per bullet, there wouldn't be very many murders anymore with firearms, with bullets anyway. But just to give you a little, what I think about silver and what I think it's going to do, that's what I think it's going to do. Anytime soon, who knows? It has made a move. And I was telling you guys, a couple weeks ago, you're going to look back at silver at $75 an ounce, which, historically be like, oh my God, that's just crazy. That you're going to look back and there's like, shit, man, that was a bargain. So if you're looking over at China, it's already, above 110. I don't know the exact demarcation, but it is what it is. And I think it's going to continue to rise. So I'll also take dimes here. If y'all don't have silver dollars, I'll take silver dimes. I'll take Barber dimes, Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes. And I'll tell you in just a second. Yeah, send me 20 dimes. Send me 20 dimes. Send me 6 quarters. These are all 90% junk silver. 3 50-cent pieces. And then I'll take the junk silver, the piece, the Morgans, American Eagles. They're all the same to me, even though they're not valued the same, but I'll take either one of them. So if you want to pick up one of these books, that's what you need to do. If you want to get in Anne's free trust workshop, it's free. Okay. So if you want to go hang out for about 30 minutes and do a 15-minute Q&A with Anne, there's your chance. All free. Free for you guys. You guys can get on the right track, because there's too many of these other entities out there that are not teaching you guys correctly or insufficiently. And Ann's taken notice, and she's really peeved about that. Believe it or not. She's like, Floyd, I'm like, I know, Ann. I don't get it. I don't get how people are so stupid. I really don't. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just like nobody has any kind of common sense or uncommon sense. It's really ridiculous. On the whole, Minneapolis deal. I applaud people for standing up to their government. However, with Minneapolis, they're completely out of context with what they should be protesting. They shouldn't be protesting ICE. They should not be protesting deportation of illegal immigrants, criminal illegal immigrants, people who are just a drain on our society, who don't want to assimilate in and become, an American with our American way of life. So for that, I've got to give them, tip my hat to them. There you go. But they're fighting for the wrong reason. You see how they're distorting the revolution? Because there's those of us, okay, and I'm calling you guys out over in your little jural assemblies, your assemblies. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to keep calling you out, okay? Because you fools will not reach across your state border or in your own state, okay? If you have an assembly that belongs to Desiree Payne, Anna Von Reitz, or somebody else, and then you're over in a jural assembly, and you two can't get along and shake hands and go, you know what? For the greater good of our country, for ourselves, for our offspring, for our family, for our community, this is what we need to do. But nobody wants to do that. They all want to stand tall. They want their ego, their narcissism, their control, their authority not to be thwarted by bringing in others. What the fuck is up with that? Why y'all stuck on stupid? I mean, I just don't get it. You can't fix stupid. I've come to that conclusion because I've showed you freaking clowns over and over and over. And I'm talking directly to you clowns, all you American state nationals and state nationals with that dumbass civil peace flag behind you. Okay. You people are just out of fucking control with your stupidity. You're just showing the world, hey, I'm a dumb fuck. I'm a real dumb fuck. I don't know the difference between an extremist group and a real, true American patriot. Because I want to put an identity behind me or on my social media showing the world I'm a domestic terrorist. I'm an extremist group. Because that's how the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, CIA, NSA, you want to just go down the list because that's how they all see you, dumbass. And if you ever think you're going to raise a movement, a political party, that's the first fucking thing that you need to remove from everything associated with whatever you're trying to do. It's appalling. I just can't believe how stupid people are. I mean, every day I go out in society, I'm amazed. I'm just like, these people are dumb, man. What the fuck? And albeit, okay, I'm in a city that's 50% below the poverty level. Absolutely. A city ridden with crime where the police force is basically just surrendered because they're undermanned, overworked. Now, I'm not going to say they're underpaid because those fools make some damn good money. But this is where we are at as a society. We have people protesting, fighting against governmental officials for fraud, corruption, graft that's coming out of your pocket. So when you go pay your taxes this April 15th, just remember you're supporting all those assholes that are out on the streets fighting your government. All those assholes who are taking money through all these NGOs and all this fraud and sending it to another country so they can build their community in their other countries. Yes, you're paying for their schools. You're paying for their buildings, their government staff, their militia, their military, their arms, their weapons. Yes, I say let's have a fucking tax revolt by April 15th. Okay. I want to see everybody on the fucking Epstein list. I want to see all those motherfuckers in handcuffs. I want to see everybody involved with COVID-19 murders in fucking handcuffs. I want to see the entire Biden administration in fucking handcuffs. I want to see Hunter Biden in fucking handcuffs. I want to see Hillary and her buddy Bill. And Bill Gates. You know who all these motherfucking players are. The whole P. Diddy shenanigans. We're never going to see any accountability for any of that, ever. Because they're all on the same fucking team. All on the same fucking team. And they have one agenda: to stay in power. And as long as they're in government, they're in power. Talking to some of these fucking government officials, these people are dumb, man. Either they're dumb or they act stupid. And they really know. Most of them don't want to know. They just want that power. They think one person in a body of Congress is going to make a fucking difference. Go ask Marjorie Taylor Greene. Go ask Matt Gaetz. Go ask Thomas Massey. They'll tell you what it looks like to be the lone voice. I've been the lone voice. I've been in the fucking day room. The last motherfucker in the day room trying to start a fucking riot because everybody else who wanted to riot, okay, I didn't even give a fuck. I just wanted something different. All right, a fucking riot. Fuck yeah, I'm in. And everybody abandoned me, and I was the last motherfucker in the day room, standing under the fan with a wet T-shirt wrapped around my face, looking at the Ninja Turtles ready to fucking pop those tear gas canisters into the day room to get me out. Me, myself, and I swear to God, that's the honest to God's truth. So I know what it feels like to be the lone motherfucker. To have the courage, the tenacity to do that. So while I applaud those motherfuckers for, standing up against the government, but they're standing up for entirely the wrong reasons. That's why the revolution is going to be just total fucking chaos, because you're not going to know, you might be beside somebody fighting the government. You may not even know why they're fighting. They might be fighting for abortion. They might be fighting for taxes. They might be fighting for all these family court judges who are stealing fucking babies and stealing kids and breaking up families and putting people in just total misery. Okay? The whole entire system our lives are based on in the United States of America is trash. It's got to be scrapped. It has to be rebuilt. Oh, it was great for 1776. This ain't 1776, baby. This is 2026. And the world's a completely different place. In so much, we're talking about, hey, we're going to upload our conscious to the cloud. We're going to download it in a completely different body. That's where we're at today, folks. You think they were thinking about that in 1776? Fuck no. So why do we still operate like we're in 1776? Because we're not. We have a Supreme Court that's understaffed, useless, fucking useless. And why do I say that? Because, I heard somebody bragging the other night, oh, yeah, man, I got all the way to the Supreme Court. And I'm like, well, it's not really hard to do if you know what you're doing. If you can follow instructions, it's not hard to get there. Getting there is the easy part, believe me. But once you're there, getting those motherfuckers to look at your case and actually adjudicate it without giving you a blanket denied without written order with hundreds, if not thousands of other applicants, that's a failed system. Look at Minneapolis, failed city, Memphis, Chicago, LA, Seattle, Portland, Philly, New York, DC, Houston, Texas. This is a failed city, folks. 200 bodies in the bayous in the last 7 years, and there's no serial killer. No serial killers in plural. Thousands of hit and runs go uninvestigated, even when the fucking perpetrator leaves the car at the scene of the accident. And the victim traced it back and knows who the owner is and knows who the driver is. But yet the nobody in law enforcement has ever gone and interviewed the victim or investigated the case. So nobody's been held accountable. Then we can go back to the 250,000 cases that were labeled with a special code during Sylvester fucking get down, I'll take some bribes under the table, Turner. Where they just went uninvestigated because of lack of personnel. And then when they were discovered, they said they investigated all 250,000, but yet only had about a dozen that were worthy of charges. We still have rape kits by the fucking thousands that have gone untested. Thousands. Imagine being a woman being raped, being gang raped, and never get justice. This is our society. This is where we're at in America today. We have a civil war, folks. Not only do we have a civil war in the United States of America that nobody wants to fucking call a civil war, because if you think people fighting the government is not a civil war, you better go back and read your history. So not only are we in a civil war, Iran's in a civil war, right? But we're in World War III. We've been in World War III. And we've got a president that the only thing associated with peace with Donald Trump is his name on a building and a board of peace that he created, and a Nobel Peace Prize that he begged for and didn't receive, and somebody gave him one. Why? I have no fucking idea. He's the furthest thing from a peace president, and I promise you, okay, if you don't believe me, all you gotta do is just go listen to the video. You don't even have to watch it, okay? Because I did text-to-speech for the whole plan. Because you guys, y'all don't know what the plan is. Y'all been listening to these fucking Q-tards who've been telling you, oh, trust the plan. Trust the plan, Floyd. You got to trust the plan. Don't you know what the plan is? Trust it. Trust the plan, Floyd. Trust it. Trust the plan. Well, for some reason, somebody didn't tell y'all what the motherfucking plan was, because there was no plan until July 2025 right here. Here's the plan. Okay. Now, let me tell you what your fucking president told you about America and the AI action plan, how important it is, how imperative it is, how dominant it will be. If you haven't figured out what your life's going to be like with AI running everything, and I quote, today, a new frontier of scientific discovery lies before us, defined by transformative technologies such as artificial intelligence. Breakthroughs in these fields have the potential to reshape the global balance of power, spark entirely new industries, and revolutionize the way we live and work. As our global competitors race to exploit these technologies, it is a national security imperative for the United States to achieve and maintain unquestioned and unchallenged global technological dominance. To secure our future, we must harness the full power of American innovation, close quote, Donald J. Trump, 45th and 47th President. Take that, Derek Johnson, President of the United States. And if you want to go read this or listen to it, I have it in my archives of videos. You can just turn it on and listen, and it will read all these to you. Combat synthetic media in the legal system. Well, there's already synthetic media telling you what the fuck to do. It is so good now that even television journalists have put it side by side with a real news segment and then artificial intelligence emulating it. And they can barely tell the difference. If they hadn't actually shot it, they probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And we're getting to the precipice where what you see and hear, you may not be getting the real truth. So what does that look like for a community, a society, to where you can't trust what you're seeing and hearing? We already know mainstream media is a mockingbird, right? Where they just parrot the narrative, what they're told to do, and they all say the same things, almost word for word, because you're being programmed. So you're going to have to reach out to people who really take the time and go do their own research. Those are the people you're going to have to trust and listen to. But even some of those gurus, those influencers in social media have sold out. Why? Money. When money gets in the picture, everything gets sideways. Sadly. That's why I've never been about the fucking dollar bill. Money doesn't make me. Money doesn't break me. Never will. Never has. And tell me, and listen, folks, okay? I've been so poor that I didn't own a fucking thing except a beat up Smith Corona typewriter, some fucking other prison trash that you can buy inside prison, a half a bag of instant coffee, which was about 2 ounces of instant coffee, and a ramen soup to my name. That's it. Nothing. No clothes, no house, no car, no bank account, no money, no cash, no precious metals, no jewelry, no wardrobe, nothing. So when I give you some advice and I tell you things, I'm telling you from the heart, from experience. You're more than welcome to go over there and watch these fucking fools and, chase this hopium. And that's all it is a bunch of bullshit. And you're supporting them. Go right ahead. And why anybody would want to be associated with Anna Von Reitz, because I had some youngsters call me the other day. He's like, man, you got to save my friend. I'm like, why? He goes, well, he wants to join this Anna's thing, this assembly, state assembly. I'm like, all right. So we put him on the phone. I start talking to him. He goes, wait, let me call my other buddies. So I have 4 of them on the phone. And I gave him the whole rundown. So I got to say 4 at one time. Now, whether they went and joined up or not, I have no idea. I told them I can put you in a group with like-minded people who really want to make change, who are making changes, who are having successes, real successes. No bullshit, oh, my friend did it. They did it. Well, show me proof. They don't want to talk to anybody. I'm so tired of hearing that fucking bullshit. And these motherfuckers bragging about, oh, I got a case filed. Got something to brag about? You didn't do shit. You fucking paid a filing fee and filed something? How hard is that? Everybody's like, oh, he's great. Oh my God. Fucking dumb fucks. I'm telling you, you're going to start seeing some fucking executions on the side of the fucking road because these dumbass motherfuckers out there fucking around and put you where you're going to find out. Y'all keep following these dumb fucks. Some of you even call themselves stupid fucks. Wow. They got to tell you to your face, right? Isn't that the code? They have to tell you. That's why they tell you everything in movies, TV shows, books. Yeah. So you guys go out there, y'all have some fun. If you want to remember, if you want to pick up a book, I'm taking silver. Want to go get in Ann's class? It starts in 10 minutes over on Telegram. Here, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go put the link over here for you guys real quick. Let me go jam it up. Come on. And Ann's workshop. View group. And invite link. Copy link. Close. And go down. And comments. Paste. And there it is right there. That's Ann's Trust Workshop. All right, brilliant. How you doing? Thank you for joining the show. 1792 coinage access silver dollars are the only real dollars. Well, the 1964 coinage act kind of nicks that. But yeah, 15-1 is the GSR law. Silver is lawful money. You can buy land and property right now. Well, shit. Come on, let's talk about that. Let's do a show. Stock market crash, fiat crash. Yeah, well, listen, folks, other countries are invested in our stock market. So just like us, they don't want to see the stock market crash. However, what they're doing is divesting Treasury securities, U.S. Treasury securities. Anything with U.S. on it, they're getting rid of it. Why? Because they know what the fuck is up. Because the United States are going to take all that $37 trillion, $38 trillion debt. I mean, they don't even care anymore. They're just going to roll it over into crypto. And XRP is going to be the backbone. And this is not financial advice. So if y'all want to get in the class, there you go. I've got to go. I got 8 minutes to be over there and fix me something to eat. So good night, everybody. If you're out and about, please don't go out and about. This is another man-made winter storm where disaster capitalism is going to go right. Never let a good disaster go to waste. That's our government's motto. Oh, and that Channel 2 chief meteorologist, Yanez, I think his name was, and he tried to say that they are cloud seeding. Okay, well, I just happened to watch the episode of the guy who cloud seeds here in Texas, and you know how much silver iodide they put in the sky to cause that? 1 gram. 1 gram. Okay. So if you think that chemtrail going from horizon to horizon, from east to west, is 1 gram of silver iodide, bro, come on my show so I can clown you and make you look like the idiot that you really are. Good night, everybody. Be safe. Stay warm. And number 1 priority for you is your health. Take care of your health. Detox. Work out. Be somebody. Your body's a temple of God. Represent, baby. And 2026 motto: I need proof of success and proof of concept. Okay. Show me the proof of concept. Show me your proof of success. It's got to work like a debit card. Until then, love you. God bless you.